Welcome, and thank you for joining us, Lydia.
Thank you for having me.
Now, earlier on, you joined other journalists to see the restreaming of the refinery, the Warri Refinery. How would you describe what you saw?
Honestly, it was a pleasant surprise because before departing Abuja for Warri, we were told that the visit was just to assess the status of the refinery at the moment. But on arriving Warri Refinery, we saw the start of flare, and we all started wondering and murmuring, is this one also restreamed? But of course, only to confirm that actually it's the Area 1 part of the refinery has been restreamed, and it's currently operating at 60% capacity and producing 75,000 barrels per day. And it was genuinely a very exciting experience for all of us, because most of the journalists were like, is it again? Because until we got to Warri, we didn't know. We were just told that we're going there for an assignment to assess and evaluate the status of the refinery. But going there, we joined all other key players that were already on ground, and were taken around by the managing director, and we actually saw things for ourselves. And I think it's really a game-changing one, because even as journalists, we didn't even know what we were going for, only to be pleasantly surprised. And I believe it's a pleasant surprise for all of us too, as a country.
And what a surprise indeed, Lydia. Is there a projected timeline for the full reactivation of the refinery?
You could see that work is ongoing, but I think one of the resolve on the part of the National Oil Company, NNPC, is not to give timelines again, because issues of timelines has been creating a lot of trust deficit with the people. And that's why some people are still very cynical and saying they are not even sure if these refineries are working. And we're also told that they got a clear directive from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that Nigerians don't want to see your efforts, they want to see results. And so right now what they do is they just take us to see results. And even when journalists asked, they said there won't be any timeline, but you can see clearly that a lot is ongoing there.
I mean, indeed, your report did say that it's operating at 60% capacity. And are you aware of any strategies put in place to address any potential challenges, maintenance, crude supply, logistics, and workforce development post-reactivation?
Yeah, because the restreamed refineries out of Port Harcourt and Warri are yet to operate at optimal capacity. But we also learned that going forward, there are projections that they will be handed over to operation and maintenance contractors. And the role of these contractors is to ensure that these refineries are maintained, and if possible, and when they, not just impossible, must definitely go through maintenance as at when due. But at the moment, because it's not operating yet and not fully optimal, NNPC is still doing that with their staff, and most of the staff we see on ground, honestly, are looking, male and female, I must say, very dedicated. But the overall ultimate goal is to ensure that an operating and maintenance contracting firm is in charge, and it will not be NNPC, so there won't be issues of maybe bureaucracy and all. As contractors, their job is to ensure maintenance of the refinery and optimal operation, and to be sustained to ensure that this refinery don't go back to dormancy, as was the case that led us to where we are now.
Well, Lydia, still on maintenance, did you notice while you were there any specific upgrades or technological enhancements to improve the refinery's efficiency, especially regarding the environment?
Yeah, we see a lot of newness, and as a journalist, we interact even with engineers and other stakeholders on the field, and we're told that most of these refineries are coming back as virtually brand new because of the state-of-the-art technology that is in place. And most of the technologies now, because of the issues around climate and challenges with the environment, are usually environmentally friendly. So I believe that going forward, whatever is happening, production will not be done in the old way where a lot of emission is done. Right now, I believe, even when we were there, we saw this flare start up, and we noticed that it was not as smoky and as dark as it used to be. So I believe the deployment of state-of-the-art technology will definitely be game-changing.
Well, thank you very much for that update, Lydia.
Thank you
Our
for having
energy
me.
correspondent there, Lydia Samson, on the Warri Refinery and Petrochemical Company, working at 60% capacity. Thank you again, Lydia.
Thank you for having me.